When I got it wrong was what I call the cafe story. And when I launched my business 12 years ago, I would have said I didn't know how to sell, and that was because I was discounting a lot of my skills. But that's my stuff. And my old mentor from the organisation I used to work with was a very experienced sales and marketing person. So I phoned him up and said, "Would you give me some sales coaching?" Yes. "And what should we do?" And I said, "Well, I'd like to do a dummy run of my products and services. And I'd like to do it properly suited and booted, so I feel like a businessman, because of course 12 years ago we all wore suits, and that has changed." And he said, "Okay, there's a little chef, remember those?
I do. I do.
There's a little chef halfway between us, so let's meet at 10 o'clock next Friday morning, and we'll do it as a piece of role play." And I said, "Yep, I want to turn up as if I don't know you, or I'm selling to you." And he went, "Go for it." I worked really hard. And to be honest, at about 2 a.m. on the Friday morning, I was still writing my PowerPoint presentation, getting the slides together. Really nervous about it. I turned up to the little chef, full of people. It was holiday time, so it got families, and there was truckers, and it was jam-packed. And in the middle of it was my colleague sat there with his suit on. The only person in the little chef with a suit on, I should add. And I sat in front of him with my suit on, and we said hello, and I introduced myself, and I thought, this is a piece of cake, got the business. And I opened my laptop, and the waitress is hovering. "Would you like a breakfast, sir? Would you like some toast, sir?" "In a minute, thank you very much." And I got my laptop up, and I'd always been taught with presentations to start with an agenda. My agenda said, I'm going to talk about me and my business and what makes me different, and coaching, then the products I have, and why you might buy from me, and then a summary. And I've already made my mistake if you haven't spotted it. And I said, would you like to hear my presentation? He said, "Yes, marvellous, Richard, and do carry on." And I started talking. I thought, this is a cinch. I'm a natural at this. 30 seconds into my presentation, he said, "Can I just stop you a minute, Richard? Is this going to take long?"
Oops. Okay, yes.
And it was that sort of metaphorical silent little chef, and everybody looking at the bloke in the suit who just completely blown it,
Yeah.
It's that dinner party silence where someone says, "Did you know so and so was ... and everyone's listening to you at that point, and you think, what have I just said? And I remember sitting there thinking, and I said to him, "About 20 minutes."
20 minutes, okay.
I mean, it's like, that'll be on my tombstone probably, "About 20 minutes. And I said, what do I do now? Because this wasn't in my own script, you see.
Yes.
I thought he would listen going, "This is brilliant, Richard. God, you're so convincing, your arguments about coaching. Oh, I'm going to have to buy from you." And he went, No, carry on." And I went, "Slide number 3, slide number 4, slide number 5. And my brain was going, I was up to 2 a.m. for nothing. And I got through it, and he made me go through the whole lot just to kind of grind.
So you would never, ever forget it.
Never forgot it. I think I wrote about it in one of my books.
Yeah.
And afterwards, I said, "What did I do wrong?" I did it all right. I had a great presentation.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Sales is about listening, Richard. And when people are talking, they feel good about themselves. So if you ask me a question and listen to the answer, I'm feeling good about myself." And I went, "Oh, right. I'd never thought about that. I thought sales was telling and demonstrating, here's my product." And he laughed and he said, "That's what lots of people think, but sales is about listening."